G'day mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, Jetty. So, this episode, there's a few things. There's a few plans, there's a few things I want to do. So, first things first. We have productivity module number 6. I was going to say 4. It's 6. It's big, it's brilliant, it's awesome. I want to use them. I want to use all of them. First place I want to use them is in here. Because it turns out this is actually holding us up a little bit. No, turns out this is holding us up, which is going to be holding us up because of this machine, I bet. Yep. Which has had an upgrade, but let's give it a bit more of an upgrade. Yeah, okay, so this needs an upgrade. And the main reason we upgrade our rocket silo is if anybody, like, you need 1,000 rocket parts, okay? Well, you need 100 rocket parts to launch a rocket. Each rocket part requires 10 rocket control units, 10 low density structures, and 10 rocket fuel. So that's 1,000 pieces total. If you put productivity modules in there, which gives you a 40% bonus to productivity, it means that rather than needing 1,000 rocket parts, you only need 717. 720. 720 is the number I use. It's a round figure. It's easy to remember. Now, we have uber duper super duper productivity modules at 34%. So we're going to bring up this. We go 34% multiplied by 4 is 136%. Excuse the rocket. Way better sound effects. Can I just say that? Like, thank you, Woob. That is so much better. Okay, so that's 136 productivity plus the 100% of, like, normal put one thing in, blah, 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 is 100% productivity. No. 136 plus 100, not times by 100 GD, means total is, when we put one item in, we're getting 100% of that item plus we're actually getting another 136% on top of that, which is 236% total. So, if we... Hang on, I gotta turn this into a percentage. So, basically we just divide by 100. There, 2.36, oh, yeah, 2.36 is the number. Now, if I multiply that by like 4, let's go with 440. I think 440 is the magic number. There we go. 440 rocket parts in gives us one rocket launch at 1,000 parts total. So we are definitely putting these things in here first. Because that's just going to save us so much time. It's going to slow this down so much. But hang on, we have a crafting speed of 0.4 being 60% degradation. Put them back in there. We're already at minus 60%. Like, we're already going as slow as possible. So, we can throw in there no speed difference. Oh, wow, that's a much bigger inventory than with vanilla. I don't know what changed that. So that's step number 1. Step number 1, definitely put your productivity modules in there. You're going to regret it if you don't. I need to upgrade some of these so this runs a little bit better. I also need to do some... I need to do filtering. And we're going to put coal in here. It's just something I noticed. I'm having issues. Issues on issues. Sorry, there was a bug that needed to be taken care of. It involved a shotgun. I live in Australia. I'm just kidding. Alright, so that needs to be taken care of desperately. Like, that is going to save us so many materials. The next thing that uses the most amount of materials in your base is actually your labs. Your labs use an astronomical amount of resources. So that is the very next thing we're going to upgrade. Okay, there was a second bug that needed to be taken care of. The other thing I want to do is I want to make sure any new modules get put straight in the lab. So we're going to upgrade prod mod 3s to prod mod 6s. I'm going to use the upgrade planner and I'm going to scan that machine first. I want it to have the very first 2. Oh, it's already got 2 being delivered. Okay, we'll go to the next machine. it's asking for 4, none are being delivered. So that's where the next lot of productivity modules will go. I want to get the labs upgraded before I do anything else. In fact, I'd even consider cutting the belts, because at the moment, like, red and green science is what's slowing and holding everything up, and it's not power, so they're just running as fast as they possibly can. So yeah, I would consider cutting these, but maybe I can come back and speed up the labs later. Later problems. So that's the first thing I want to do. The second thing I want to do is I actually... I want to cover a couple of things. You're ultra slow. Okay, hang on. No. Nope, it's not red and green science, it's this thing. Okay, so this is the next thing we're definitely going to upgrade. And we upgrade that by throwing speed at it, which is fine. Might be a little bit awkward to get these around. You, sir, can move up a tile. Like so. Cool. Where were we? We were using that blueprint. That can go away. And we'll put one of your bigger and better cousins in there. And I also want to stand here for just 1 second. You know, for a very important reason. It's this. This will be our 100th launch. Our 100th rocket on Bite of Hell. Can't argue with that. Two rocket launches, 1 episode, and like I said, 100 launches on Bite of Hell. Done. Awesome! Alright, I want you to move every tile. I want all that stuff to go away. I just want to do that. That's the quickest and easiest way to clear that chest. Just turn it to an active provider. Have the bots just pick up everything and just make it disappear. I know, there's still lots of slow bots floating around the network. I have a satellite in my pocket. Here, have a satellite. Is that my inventory mostly cleared? Radars. I'm looking for radars. I don't see radars, which is probably... Oh, there's a rocket fuel. Ah, there's the radars. Okay, so that's fixed up that. You're gonna run fast. We got 1,000. We got 1,000. We got 100 rockets have been launched. There is no space science in there. Oh, can I give you one of these? Let's request 400 and 400, and you know, there's a theme going on here. Is it just... yeah, there's not enough in the chest. Alright, we need all 400 to show up. I want to see this running properly. It's fast. It's fast enough. Okay, so that's that problem sorted. Labs are mostly sorted. Turns out, yeah, we're actually missing space science, but now with space science there, things are moseying on quite well. Oh. Alright, we need one more to show up here and then we'll move on. But that should speed up research. Overall, it should be faster because we're getting a lot more productivity out of it. Okay, the other things I need to fix. So this is sort of dried up entirely. It's dead as a doorknob. And there's not a lot I can do about it. I do need to... actually, there was a priority I could do here. So we want you to send right, because that goes over here to make uranium first. Uranium is way more important than stone. And we want to go left, because that also goes to uranium, which is way more important than this stuff going to stone. I don't need stone. Stone was like a burn off. We don't need to burn off the material anymore. If we can make it better materials out of it, we will. I I emptied this and it's filled back up. Damn. Okay, that's making iron. That's making copper. I want that to remain a 50-50 split between iron and copper. Alien Ore 1's just disappeared entirely. Which is... Oh no, you're preferencing iron and copper over stone. Stone is sort of being fed all the way through the base. Down that belt, down that belt, down that belt, round that belt, round that belt we just moved down here. But we do have this stone train that should keep up. Haha. Nope, wrong upgrade. Do that upgrade. Load the train faster. Unload the train faster. Unload the train faster. Load the train faster. Okay, there goes another rocket. It's 102 now. Wow. See, things fly along. Okay, so that's done, that's done. Alright. We went and got speed and productivity modules last time. And I also want to kill off some of this. So we were stocking up speed mod 2s and prod mod 2s. They can go. Just not having it anymore. We're going to set that to... No, it's this inserter. I need to set this to... 10... Oh, 20. 20. We can have 20 in the network. And same goes for you. We can have 20 in the network. Do I want any in the network? It's probably a better question. Like, really? Nah, we're just going to have you empty. I don't want any module 2s. They can just all go away. So we're going to request them... I needed them to build stuff. That's right. That's why they're in the network. But not the prod mods. Okay, so I need speed modules 2s in the network. And we'll re-enable that. Nope, re-enable that. Connect. And we'll set you to 70. You're requesting in 10. We'll cap that to 1 slot. Hopefully that's enough. Why are you not running? Oh, no speed module 1s. Okay. Why are there no speed module 1s? Because there are none. Okay, we'll go fix that in a minute. Alright, so that's that running. We have brought this blue circuit belt down here, which should be okay for the moment. Alright, so let's go see what we can do about speed module 1s and productivity module 1s. So the first thing I want to do is, this is nice and dandy. Okay, this is nice and dandy, but I really want some productivity modules. Because I honestly think prod mods are probably going to be more important to us. So we're going to upgrade or change the recipe on all of those to prods. Change the recipe, which sucks because every single time these are partway through the recipe, I just lost the materials. And set those to there. Okay, so that's the first thing we're doing. We're just going to start making prod mods and speed mods up here. In theory, they'd all go into this chest without a hassle. It should be fine. Should be. Also means I can dump those and dump those into the network. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to come from here to here, and I'm going to copy this monstrosity and remove that roboport and pop that right there. I was also saying something really, really important. I got sidetracked, which is what I do. You know, you've got to know that by now. So, one of the things about this series, like most of my series, is okay, I do 6 episodes a week, alright? Plus the recap episode on the 7th day. So, if we assume each episode is an hour for easy maths, I know they're not an hour, I know sometimes they get really close to an hour, sometimes they're much shorter, but let's just assume it's an hour. It means that you guys... is that right? No, that's right. Your other left. Okay. Okay, so it means you guys get 6 hours every week, all right, worth of Bite of Hell, because that's the current series. On top of that, well, actually, probably the main point of that is I do the 6 hours, and there's probably 7 hours worth of total gameplay in that 6 hour week. Okay, I'm pretty good at making sure whatever I happen. Shit. It's all off by tile. Whatever I happen to do, I'm pretty good at making sure it happens on camera. I try to keep as little as possible happening off camera. And I would say, probably for a given week, there's probably an hour's worth of me popping around, fixing little things. That's not meant to be there. Yeah, probably about an hour. An hour a week worth of me just doing little things. Like, one of the things I was going to do, and I'm now not going to do this because it's absolutely pointless, but I was going to go do Alien Ore Mark 1. I was going to go build its iron half, because we've got Alien Ore Mark 2 for iron and for copper. Alien Ore Mark 1 only does copper. And I was just going to go do this off-site, you know, off-camera. Probably squeeze it in here, purely because I can. And I like the challenge, you know. Having just that amount of room and just that amount of room to build iron to then shove it into this iron belt. That was going to be the plan. It didn't happen because there's no Alien Ore 1. It's all been burnt up. So absolutely pointless. Waste of my time. Don't need to do it. But that was going to be one of the plans I was going to do. Well, one of the things I was going to do off camera this week, because that's what I'm trying to get to. I'm going to be doing a bunch of off camera work for a change. Basically, somebody, I don't know who, went through and upgraded the whole damn base, which is fine, except we're never going to see another gear in our life. Like, this poor little machine is taking in every bit of scrap of iron he can find. I actually need to put down a requester chest. No, not kills. Iron. No, there's only 500 plate in the network. I was going to put down a recycling system here, just take in any extra iron that end up in the network and just recycle it there. But it seems that's pointless. But yeah, there's a few belts that need to be upgraded, so I'm not expecting to see any clean resources for quite some time. I need to do. I'll leave a gap so I can see what's happening. I need to do, yeah, just some small base-wide, you know, fixer-upper upgrades. So I was going to do those off camera. Basically, I was going to run around and... where's a prime example? This is a prime example. So this is meant to go to purple belt. But if I put that there, I save one belt segment, which is not a lot. But if you consider how much this base was built on yellow belt, so if we come down to here, like this could go. This purple from here could go all the way through here, which is going to save a whole bunch of belt segments. Also going to save a piece of underground. Like this. This is pointless, especially when a purple underground costs... Well, that's wrong. A purple underground costs... That's also wrong. Hang on. Does editor show us? No. There was... I know in one of the debug modes you can see the raw cost of things. Okay. That was pointless. I don't really want to work it out by hand. Okay, total raw 257 iron plus doubled. Because, hang on, if we go logistics. Blue underground gives us 2 blue underground for 257 iron. I need 4 of them, right, to get a green one. So we have 257 doubled, 500 iron, plus another 80 on top, 580 iron. And that gives us 2 green undergrounds. And then I need 4 green undergrounds to make a purple one. So it's like 1,000 iron for 1 purple underground. And I am using it to go 3 tiles. So, yeah. That's my plan. To just do a whole lot of little things like that. Just little things that just need a quick little look at. Quick little change. Why is there no green circuits? Oh, that one important belt piece. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to come over here and I want to make a bumper set of speed and productivity modules. Without that, because that doesn't need to be there. You don't have a roboport. You can have a roboport. There's 1,000 of each in there. Alright. So, we'll call this our primary supply. And then we'll call this one our secondary supply. Now, because it's a secondary supply, it's got 2 mixed belts here. I need to do some tweaks. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put in purple splitters, because I've got nothing else. And I want to filter you to do speed ones, and filter you to do prod ones. Now, the reason I'm doing this is, in theory, if we look at this, we've got prods on one side, speeds on the other. In theory, that works fine. Let's put that back. Let's put that there. Okay. Take off the legs. Clear the belt. Okay, so we've said prods over here, speeds over here. Now, if I was to put down a belt segment here, and just for demonstration purposes, purely demonstration purposes, fill up both sides of this belt accidentally with productivity modules, and then suck the belt dry. Hang on. We'll suck the belt dry at this end. No, you're still going to pop out. Do I need to go through the double split? I don't think I do. Oh, I do. Okay, let's do that experiment again. Alright. You. So I'm going to put that down. And I'm going to put down a whole bunch of productivity modules on that piece of belt. And we're going to cut that one dry. We're going to empty out that. I'm going to add that on the end. And then I'm going to feed that in. Now, I have an inserter here that's picking up speed modules. And we're just going to pull through all the speed modules. And this is going to stop dead. Because my other assembler that's picking up prod mods is saying I don't need to pick up prod mods because our primary one, this one over here, has enough prod mods in it, because I'm going to limit it to the... I'm going to put down inserters. I'm going to put down inserters like so, with 2 of these, and I'm going to limit these according to the network to say, hey, we only want work if less than, not 100, 1,000, and copy paste there and limit you to also 1,000. So one of these 2, for argument's sake, the prod mod one is full, therefore the speed one doesn't get any speed modules, because accidentally, through some method where JD screwed something up, we end up with prod mods on both sides of the belt. Okay, it happens. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm doing this much more indestructible system up here, where we repeat the experiment. You stop outputting. I need to repeat this experiment. What's the best way to repeat this? Okay. First off, we clear everything. And then in here, I'm going to feed in nothing but productivity modules. And I'll even move that back further. And I'll feed in more productivity modules. So it's like a full belt's worth. And we're just going to send all of that through at once. And as you will see, if I now take any amount of speed modules and throw them in there. As long as something gets cleared at some stage, okay? No, I think I'm still in the same problem. Because this is not being cleared. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't improve anything. I'm trying to reinvent the wheel and it's not working. Alright, fine, fine. So we're just going to put that there. We're going to put that there. Hopefully JD never screws up, puts the wrong thing on the wrong belt. Hopefully. We'll put power there. You're limited to 1,000. You're limited to 1,000. We're going to leave this working. We're going to give you bigger and better stack inserters. Sure. Okay, so you're making speed 1s and speed 2... No, speed 1s and prod 1s. You're making speed 1s and prod 1s. You guys are... Why? Oh. All these inserters are wrong. Okay, pick all them up, press the undo button until they all come back. How are you feeling? You're... No. You're out of blue circuits. Okay, so people are out of blue circuits, which is fine, because I want to steal all your speed 2s because they are useless. I've already worked out I cannot get enough blue circuits, even with all the work I've done, to actually feed this build and the other build, and basically any of the builds. We're at a blue circuit deficit, so I'm going to pull out the speed modules and at least put them to work elsewhere. Come on. Man, there's no real way to clear these out automatically with any sort of upgrade planner. The best I could do, actually, we'll do it to these, is I could hold down shift. So I cut, okay, because I want to remove these. I can hold down shift to pick them up as a blueprint. I can then remove these, save the blueprint. Don't actually physically save the blueprint anywhere. Deconstruct these because I cut them and then I change them. I can't save the blueprint information. It doesn't cut them off the map. And then I go paste, which brings up the last thing I copied, pasted, or cut it, which happens to be exactly these guys, and dump them back down. And that gets rid of the modules. It's a little bit of a painful way of doing it, but it works. Okay, so that's that. This should hopefully stay fairly even because it is being fed evenly down here. And hopefully stays even. Like I said, hopefully. Many, many hopefullys. We're going full feed to the right. Full feed to the right. Full feed to the right. It looks like... Yeah, we don't have quite enough red circuits. You're feeding to the right, which goes down there. Feed blue, green circuits. I did have... Was it somewhere here? That's being fed, that's being fed, that's being fed, that's being fed. Somebody made a comment. Haha! It was here. That I cut off the supply to green circuits to the first build. So we're going to fix that as well. And then I'm going to get rid of this whole belt. Because if I left it in there, I think it was working. It's definitely not working. So, green circuits come to this build first, then that build, then that build, then that build, then that build, and then this one is still waiting a green circuit hookup, which I just don't have enough green circuits. Surprise, surprise. Even when these things going flat out, there's just not enough. Wow. Okay, so yeah, not enough. All right, we're dumping our blue circuits onto this belt, which we're bringing down here. Across here, and down here, and in here, which is going to cause problems. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is what I'm going to do. Okay, so when you're going to miss a couple of hours worth of this map. At the moment, we're at like. I'll cover it now, so in case I forget later, but we're at Biters level, no. Behemoth Biters level 7, whatever you want to call it, 42.2%, okay? As long as I stop as far as mine issued. I figure it's going to take me probably 2 hours to do the whole base. Like, go through, fix all the upgrades, get all the belts upgraded to purple, which are already marked, you know. Stop this so it stops flashing and actually have some gears in the network. So I figure I'm definitely going to stop before we get to Biter Tier 8, because I really want to do that on camera, because I have no idea what they're going to look like. Even then, they don't show up straight away. It's like a 0.001 chance that they show up, but they will start showing up. Anyway, one of the things I want to do is I want to remove like this. This is such a waste. I can go right from there to there. And that saved me 3 bits of belt, which is not a lot. That's another 2 bits of belt. That's like 8 belt. It adds up, in fact. Yeah. Okay. It's like 8 bits of belt. It's a start. Alright, so here is where I bring blue circuits in. Obviously, blue circuits to science is about to fail because this green circuit is failing. This green circuit is failing is because we don't have enough dull rocks. We don't have enough dull rocks because we don't have enough uranium. Because in the next episode, because we'll have everything up and running, we're going to go capture this. Because I need uranium. I've been down here. I've put speed modules in these things just to try and get a little bit more out of them. I probably should have put in productivity modules. Maybe? Yeah. Like, this is another one. Like, there we go. How much belt's that? It's 16 belt. It's not a lot, but it's going to add up after we do a whole base worth. Okay. So what I want to do first off is I want to take these blue circuits. I want to bring them this away. Into you, sir, can go over there. And I want to shove them into that. Yes. So that way I make sure the blue circuits I'm making up here, which we want to prioritize left. Aha! Prioritize left. Done. I want to make sure these come down here first, and they run science first, and then whatever's left over can go into modules. The other thing I want to do is I want to output... I think I want left. And we're so going to request like 300. With one of them, because that just seems like a better way of doing things. Can I see how many's in the network? 400. There's only 100 in there, so there's 300 elsewhere. So this is the other thing I want to do. I want to actually... 500. I only want 100 in the network now, I think. And I want to actually put prod mods request, and we're going to turn that on. I'm going to say if prod mod 3 is greater than 110, and we're going to have you request, well, we're going to have you request all of them. Yeah, and then we're going to drop it down to 10. Oh, they're not in the network now. Damn. Okay. We're just going to put them straight in the machine. What did I say that to? 100. Yeah, have another 50. Go faster. On their way 270. Yeah, see, they're not in the network, so they don't count. After going to request a chest, they're not part of the network, so they don't count anymore. And there's no good way around that. If that's a buffer chest, and that's a buffer chest? Because you can't request from a buffer chest. Yeah, let's try that. Well, I can just make that one a buffer chest and make that one a normal chest. That should work. Oh, they're coming back to my inventory. It did. Okay, so we put 50 in there, take that out, and then I'm going to trash that. I'm going to trash those, trash that, trash all the 2s, all the 1s, and hopefully... So logistics storage, so there's 100 in there. These 10 in here don't count because they're not in the network. They're outside the network. They're excluded. And as soon as ones hit storage, they're in the network, so therefore this guy can work again. Okay. So yeah, we're going to start making more productivity modules. Speed modules, much the same. You're set to 500. You're going to be the same. We're going to set you down to 100. I don't need more speed modules than that, really. You're just requesting... all of them and just dumping them in, except we have no blue circuits because we have no blue circuits. We need blue circuits, which needs green circuits, which needs, well, either uranium. That stopped. So we've got 1,000 of each of those in there, which will then add more green circuits down here to make more blue circuits, which will then make more of these guys, which will then chew up some of our red and green circuits, blah, 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 blah. You get the picture. So that's done. That's done. Nope. Let's have those back. We're going to go there. Nope. You're full. Okay. So the logical place to put these is here, where you guys can definitely use them. Other thing I want to do is I want to change this magical chest all the way up here over to a solid chest, so I don't have any bots trying to come up here and pick up stuff. And this is just going to be dead. This is, if we ever have enough blue circuits for whatever reason shit has backed up, then that can kick in. Red circuits as well, run through here. You guys can have an injection of red circuits. You don't need green, you don't use green circuits, so they can go in trash. That can go in trash, that can go in trash, that can go in trash. That's pretty much it. Now, 43 super duper 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 speed modules. There's no point putting them here. There's no point putting them anywhere around here. Because this is ratio to basically use a whole belt of green circuits. What do I want to go faster? Nothing, really. Honestly, this is the most useless. You know what? We're going to cap that to 1. Yeah, that's going to be my answer. We're going to cap that to 1. That way they'll stack up on a belt. I don't really need them. But they'll be there if and when I finally do. And in the meantime, productivity modules are really what we're going to need. Like, this guy needs all the blue circuits he can get his hands on. Actually, this is something. How long do you take to craft? 120 seconds. Well, you're something that could definitely benefit from one of these. How do I get one of those in there? I move that there first. I then put that there. Oh, you can't output. Okay. Like that. Maybe it's worth that. Now, what's the speed on one of these modules? 170%. 370% crafting. So that's 200%, mainly because the machine has a crafting speed of 3. Oh no, these have got speed modules straight in them. Okay. Now I think we're going to do this. We're going to use a super duper 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 speed module to rank up the crafting speed on these guys, just to have them use stuff as fast as possible. As for these guys, I'm really considering you guys don't have speed modules. So if I pull all the speed 2s out of these guys, because I didn't even realize I had speed 2s in there. I saw speed modules, I just assumed it was speed 3s. If I pull the speed modules out of this, it's going to do two things. It's going to free up, because we can't burn through them as fast, the blue circuits. Okay? If there's extra blue circuits, which I'm hoping there will be, what's going to happen is they'll back up and then they'll go here. And if they go here, we're going to start making more productivity modules, which is what I want. Along with making more... Okay, that's officially bothering me. That there's productivity modules that we can't pick up because the inserters are in the wrong spot. So I'll just swap them out. It means this will fire up. Because there'll be extra blue circuits up here that can go here instead of coming down here and sitting on a belt doing a whole lot of nothing. So yeah, we're going to pull those up. Ooh, you're at 43. You're maxed out at 50. So we're going to pull those as well. I'm going to pull all these guys. Means we might not make speed module 6s as fast. But I don't think I need a lot of them, to be honest. I really don't. Yeah, have 30 of them. Go nuts. It's really the productivity modules. Because dead set, like, science could do with a productivity upgrade. All the labs. We've done some of them, but all of them. All the actual assemblers, like, what was 136% productivity? That's insane. That's going to make such a difference. There's 3 in there already, so we want to go to said labs. And upgradey. That machine. And some bottle can pick these guys up, dump them down there, and we'll call it a day. You're running absolutely flat out. You're running, well, if you ever get materials from this one. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You are now so insanely fast, it's not funny. 850%. Can we get materials in fast enough? Yes! Because you have such a long crafting time. Your crafting time is even more ridiculous. And you are super ridiculous. But that's fine. Alright. This is where I'm going to end this episode. Like I said, I'm going to go do a whole bunch of background work. Power's now fixed. But if I have extra burnables, I might put down another burner array. I'm going to go and clean up a whole bunch of undergrounds, like this crap and this crap. Basically, I'm going to try and, I won't say unspaghettify the base, just clean up some of the short undergrounds, replace them with longer ones, pick up random single bits of belt, because I can. How are you producing? Oh, it's 500 in there now, so you're fine. And there's 1,000 in there. I'm willing to bet you're capped and you're not. So if one was capped, they're now both capped. So I want to do that. I'm going to leave modules to just build. I'm not going to touch them. Oh, that was the other thing I want to do. It's the one thing I want to do. Well, actually, I don't even have to do it. I can just explain it. We're going to cut out some buffers. All of that shit can go. One buffer. You only need one. You two. Well, that... Decon. Nope, that's an underground. It doesn't need to be an underground. We're just going to use a straight belt. You get one buffer. You get one buffer. You get one buffer. All of that can go. You were set to right. I'm not going to question past JD. Hopefully he set it to right for a good reason. That can go. That's probably important. That can go. All of this can go. That can go. You just don't need to be there. Oh, we got underground. That can go. There's another 19 belts. We got an underground here. How much further can you go? There's another 7 belts. Yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing. Lots of finding little bits of belt. And like this, like replacing a big, long, a very, very short, pointless underground with just straight belt. You can move back a tile. One more belt. One more belt. Like every little bit counts. So that's what I'm going to be doing. A whole bunch of like little tedious tasks. You have, that's your buffer, which we're going to actually move to there so it's uniform. And then this buffer's going to go away. And then that whole buffer system is going to go away. And that whole buffer system is going to get turned into... How far can we stretch that underground belt? There. Bugger. Yeah, there. So that's sort of cleaning up, which is going to give the bots a hard time. It also means I'm probably going to have a stack of those in my inventory. A stack of lots of things in my inventory. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. At the same time, I know one of the comments, which is on the video, or on the thumbnail, is upgrade all the yellow inserters, because they're definitely not keeping it with purple belt. Yeah, that's also on the list of things to do. Along with probably retire these guys, because I don't think... Now we've processed all the backlog, like this is all doing nothing. So that one and that one, and I can get rid of these. Like just a tidy up, a general well-rounded tidy up. But yeah, it means the next episode, after I've done a whole bunch of tidying up, we're going to go visit the biters, I think. Go visit the biters, grab this uranium. There's a good one out there. Along with, depending on the red and on the green circuit. Oh, it's not 2 million. 2 million, 1 million, 6.3 million. Oh, that's tasty. I'd like that one. But that's one hell of an expansion. Like, I'd have to wall off all of that. And actually just that. Oh, and all of that. We get me iron, copper, because I'd probably just wall to there as well. Maybe that's what we're going to do. We're going to just spend a whole couple of episodes pushing lots of biters back, claiming a whole bunch of territory. All depends on how the iron and copper situation go, because I need a lot more green circuits to make more blue circuits, to make bigger and better modules, to make more base. Iron, copper, like, I'm looking at this, that's green circuits, that's green circuits, that's green circuits. They're just fun iron patches that we can use for stuff. This one we might not get, the wall might be just behind that, but there'd be a uranium here. I'd definitely fix my ongoing stone problem. We'd actually be able to build a train network for a nice change. That uranium, actually that's not too bad either. I get that, I could wall there, I could wall there-ish, and then I want that patch. So probably something like that. Or this, and hope that this dead ends. It might not. This side, yeah, it's pretty pointless. This donut in the middle is probably where all the uranium was going to spawn. Yeah, decisions. It's either southeast or north. They're really my only two options. But yeah, I'm going to see you guys after a couple of hours worth of me going around and fixing a whole bunch of problems. Hopefully we don't run out of iron, we don't run out of copper, we don't run out of uranium, we don't run out of ammo, we don't run out of power. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we could run out of. The only other thing that I haven't done yet is we have unlocked... We've actually unlocked 2 more weapons. We've unlocked Flamethrower Turret 2 and Lasers 2, which would be really handy to be using... That so needs to get uncapped. Really handy to be using, but yeah, I don't We haven't found a... Well, I haven't had time to go out and play with them yet. Or build them and start upgrading the walls. I don't know if they'll actually defend any better than what we've got. But then again, butters are going to get bigger. Anyway, I've been rambling for far too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode. We'll play catch up. We'll see what we're up to. And that's it. I'm out. Thanks for watching. Bye.